please? Do you have to give me a ticket?
Yes. License and registration.
Ever wonder what it would be like to receive special treatment for being famous, like getting out of a speeding ticket just because you're a celeb? Well, wonder no more, because as it turns out, celebs are not immune when it comes to the law, and when they mess up, they pay the consequences just like everyone else. So today we're bringing you 8 celebrities who got in trouble with the law this year, right here on Listed. First on our list is the 23-year-old actress Debby Ryan, famous for her leading role in the Disney Channel show Jessie. Although she maintained a sweet girl-next-door image for most of her career, she surprised everyone when she was arrested earlier this year for drunk driving and slamming her Audi into a Mercedes. Yikes! This was an extremely lucky case, as Debby eventually got to exchange her plea for a dismissal on 2 of her DUI counts. Although it seems like a DUI has become a rite of passage for all ex-Disney starlets, we're sincerely hoping we can be proven wrong on that one. While we're on the topic of DUIs, next on our list is another familiar face from our childhood. I'm talking Drake Bell. The former Drake and Josh actor was arrested for drunk driving this year, making this his second DUI arrest since 2010. Although a judge sentenced Drake to 96 hours in the Los Angeles County Jail, he was released just after a day for good behavior.
Robbie! See you're working your usual corner? What's $1 billion get me?
However, Drake will still be on probation for 4 years and will be required to attend a mandatory alcohol education course. Come on, Drake, we don't have to blame you for having fun, but have you ever heard of Uber? Hopefully we're not ruining everyone's childhoods today, but on our list coming up next is Nick Carter. You remember from the Backstreet Boys? Yep. The former Backstreet Boy was arrested for being a part of a bar fight at Hog's Breath Saloon in Key West, Florida earlier this year. No one really knows what the altercation was about, but Nick was seen crying on the floor in front of the bar when cops arrived, saying, "Sir, my name is Nick Carter from Backstreet Boys. I'm a singer." Whatever his case might be, his beg for mercy and his status as a former boy band member wasn't good enough for the police department. In the end, Nick might not have wanted it that way. Oh, I get it to the song, you too. But he did end up spending the night in jail before being released on a $1,500 bond. Next on our list is a new baby mama who was arrested earlier this year for drug possession. Blac Chyna, yes, what you just heard is true. This February, the mother of her new baby girl, Dream Kardashian, was kicked off of her flight to London and was arrested for public intoxication and possession of ecstasy. When the police officers tracked down Chyna at the airport bar, she was seen being verbally aggressive to the bartender who was not serving her the alcohol she asked for. Well, we just hope that the future looks brighter for Blac Chyna, Dream, and Rob. To stay on topic of airport arrests, up next is Jack Gilinsky from the musical duo Jack and Jack. Gilinsky was arrested and handcuffed at an airport when he walked out of a store attempting to shoplift a sweatshirt. Supposedly, it was on accident, and even when he offered to pay for the sweatshirt, the manager still called the cops. Of course, Jack Johnson, the other half of the duo, documented all of Gilinsky's arrest and his bail on Snapchat, because what are best friends for?
This is really happening. This is really happening.
All of this led to a very concerned group on social media, including Cameron Dallas, who showered him with support by tweeting #FreeGilinsky. Next up is the infamous Chris Brown, who has a bit of a track record with the law. This summer, a woman called the police department from Chris Brown's home after being threatened with a gun at 3 a.m., which led the LAPD to surround and search Chris's home. Chris took to Instagram and began to chain post some personal commentary videos to claim his innocence.
I stay out of the way, take care of my daughter, do work, barricaded myself in my house. Have you seen my house? I'm gonna barricade myself in the palace.
The videos have since been deleted, but in case you missed the whole scenario. Chris, he basically chanted, "F the police are the worst gang in the world." However, despite his efforts, Breezy was still arrested on charges of assault with a deadly weapon and was released the same night on a $250,000 bail. We are still staying optimistic and hoping 2017 can be a year free of arrests for Chris. Next on our list is actress and activist Shailene Woodley. Shailene was arrested during a peaceful protest against the construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline, a project that will lead to negative effects to not only the environment, but also the Native American community in the area. All of this took place while Shailene was live streaming the protest on her Facebook page, and she can be seen walking back to her RV when the police officers arrest her for trespassing.
And I was just walking back to my RV, which is right there, so that we can go back to camp peacefully. And they grabbed me by my jacket, and they said that I wasn't allowed to continue, and they have giant guns and batons and zip ties, and they're not letting me go.
We're talking to them right now.
After Shailene's arrest, celebs and fans alike have shown their support, not only for Shailene, but also for the protests on social media. According to her representative, Shailene was released and has stated that she will continue to fight against the project. Now, it wouldn't be a Celebs who got in trouble with the law list if we didn't include one of the biggest arrest stories from this year's Olympics involving the competitive swimmer Ryan Lochte. The 12-time Olympic medalist was charged with falsely reporting a crime when he told an over-exaggerated story of how him and 3 other swimmers were robbed at gunpoint at a Rio gas station. Unfortunately for Ryan, he was caught red-handed when none of the other swimmers' stories or the surveillance tape matched the version of the story he had told. As it turns out, there wasn't a robbery, and the only guns on site were the guns the security guards drew to stop the swimmers from leaving after vandalizing the gas station. Later on, Lochte was fined $10,800 before he was given back his passport in order to leave Brazil. Ugh.
That's why I'm taking full responsibility for it, is because I over-exaggerated that story. And if I'd never done that, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Thankfully, this list isn't longer than this, so I think it's time to wrap up the topic of this year's 8 law-bending celebrities. But now I do want to hear from all of you. Was there a specific celebrity arrest that surprised you the most, or maybe even one that surprised you the least? I don't know. Let me hear it in the comment section below, and when you're done with that, you can click right over here to check out all of the times that the celebs that we love flipped out at their favorite fans on stage. Gets so juicy over here. Thanks for watching Listed. I'm Ryland Adams, and I'll see you next time.